Ghosty coming in at me. Don't you mean? Yeah, Ghosty, don't you mean? 26 points. And we're still waiting for him to start. Let me show you who's here. I think oh, look at that. We're getting ready to start. We're heading into Miramar this time. Match number 2 of the NABS Winter Finals, week 4. Week 4, because numbers are not my friend today. Not at all. Alright, this time we're going to be jumping with the Golden Eagles. Shu Young playing 4. Still moving under gunfire. 9 eliminations. 968 damage. You guys know I love me some Shu. Let's get on into this match and head on into Miramar. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, hello. Alright, we got Shu Young there. And let me find him here. Here is your last match, top fragger. Shoo. Mohammed. Nice one, green always. You always. Mohammed, you. Alright, let me drink a little more water, guys, because I was kind of busy behind the scenes. And our flight path, we're coming in from Puerto Parisio, headed across the top of Leones, going up the Leones Monte Nuevo corridor. We're going to end up just to the western wasteland wall. We're just west of El Pozo. So there's your flight path. We got a lot of nice places down there. You know, a lot of these teams really like the northern towns like Torremunda and La Gabarria, Camp Militar, Terra Branca. A lot of these teams really like to go up there. So some of these teams, if they want to do their normal drops, are going to have a long way to drive. Now, it looks like we've got several teams already jumping off at this start. We have the Bobo Lovers down in Puerto Parisio. They're going to have that all to themselves. Got a cluster of teams along that Leones Impala corridor as well. Looks like Leones has 3 teams. I do see, ooh, so almost there already in this fight right on over here, and half of almost there aren't even on the ground yet. And let's check in on Team 10 right here. 4 traps in my chat. Vitality Pros. And yes, I did check to make sure I said the right name. Alright, so almost there. Did lose a player. We lost Carnage. And that was to... who was that? I can't even remember who was over here now that got that. Oh, it was Control. That's right, Control over here. So our zone just popped. Let's check in on our zone. And we are going down to this very southeast. We got the Impala Islands. A lot of water in this, guys. At least 40 to 50% water. So a lot of these teams that have gone up to that northwest are going to be all pushing in right on top of each other. So you're going to need to keep an eye on your teams up in that northwest edge, because they are going to end up in a lot of fights trying to get into the zone. And it does look like we're going to have some chaos going on right on down here. Let's get back on over here. Oh no, Zilla going down. What's happening? His Blaze comes right up and in onto Star. Team Control Star, and it looks like all of them from Vitality Pro may make it, but here comes 666, and we all know that 666 is a damage dealer. He's got that UMP, he's got that 4 times, and he's got 2 eliminations that fast. And so now let's see if he's gonna go ahead and rotate. Look at this, he's repositioning, guys, trying to get a better idea on. Wow, look at this. He's got another knock, and he's trying to get Zilla through the smoke, and we do have one of them down in there for Vitality Pro. with the SKS. And now 666 once again on another rotation to try to get up and around. Look at this. You can see them right there. Hello everyone, and welcome to North America's Best Scrims. This is the Winter Finals, night 5 out of 11, week 5 already. Yeah, let's get through these teams before they start without us. Hello, children. Hello. Out of respect, I've already told you. Hey, Mohammed OP. Slot 3, Region 8 Gaming. Slot 4, Equinox. Slot 5, we have Parade Demons. Pahadi Demons. Team 6, Team Control. Slot 7, 7DS Esports. Slot 8, Team Control Star. Slot 9, Straight Outta Nepal. Slot 10, Vitality Pros. Traps, I see you. I'll try really hard to say Vitality instead of Virtue. Slot 11, almost there. Slot 12, almost there. Academy. Slot 13, Trick. I see you. Just for fun. Slot 14 are the Infinity Reapers. Slot 15, Prime Esports. 16, Indecent. Slot 17, the Golden Eagles. N.A. Shoo. Young Shoo. Got Fear. Small Man Casper. Nice. Slot 18, Finial. Slot 19, Ventru Inc. The Fem Team. Slot 20, Absolute Pain. And I see we got a 21. Let me see who they added. And Red Steel Esports. There we go. CLO. Hello, CLO. So we got Red Steel Esports. I'm always the last one to know, guys. So there they are. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It's Sunday night. We will have 5 matches tonight. We'll do a couple Erangel, a couple Miramar, and a Rondo. So let's go ahead and put that map screen up there so that we can get into this. Get into the match. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You guys could hit that like. I truly appreciate it. Help me spread this out. Let's see. I didn't want it, Mohammed, but Green was insisting and you the Gramps. You the Gramps with all the arthritis in your fingers. Alright, guys, who should we jump with? I'm just going to scroll down and we'll go with, how about Traps? Traps OP. Hello, Traps. If you're out there in my YouTube, we are jumping with you. There we go. Alright, all set up. Oh, I know that. At least you got it from her big heart. Mohammed. Big hearts to you guys. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Alright, let's see where these guys are going for tonight's first match of week 5. We're coming in from that California coastline all the way over on the Pacific Coast Highway between Gatka and the quarry, going north of Gatka, just kind of moving along the Mount Everest zone, going through ruins, boatyard. I'll rename everything tonight, I have a feeling. Rasak, Yasnaya, and just to the south of Kameshki. So there's your flight path. We are still headed up and over. You can see that we got a pretty good cluster off at the start of this flight path. So let's see. Looks like we've got Equinox jumping right here with Team 18 Finial. We also have Team Control. I believe this is the Star team. Yes, Team Control Star all along the Pacific Coast Highway. And let's see. Well, it looks like we have the Team 19 Ventru Inc. Fem team jumping right with Traps and the Vitality Pros. Let's make sure I can remember their names, guys. Let's see what's gonna happen. We are right over here. Looks like Traps is headed down for that vehicle. We got a couple of teams headed up and over towards that Severny Region 8, right along with Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain. Over in Yasnaya, we have 3 teams going there. We have Just for Fun, 7DS Esports, and we also have Team 5, which are the Pahadi Demons. So there are your teams. Looks like we got a cluster of teams over here by Lipovka trying to find those vehicles. The Infinity Reapers right here with Indecent. So our first zone's all the way over here to this western edge. So a lot of these teams are already in zone. They should be able to go ahead and get some loot. Let me try to get that a little better on your screen. There you go. And, oh, almost there in Team Control. So let's head over to that California coastline and see what's happening. And it does look like we already got our first elimination. 11 finding one onto Team Control Star. So let's check in on who we lost over here. We lost Skittles, but we do have 6666. We know that he's a fragger. Doesn't miss many of his shots. He does have his team right up in there already. Let's check in on Yushen, because Yushen coming right up into the compound. Looks like 66666. Region 8 in Absolute Pain. So now we're getting the fights way up in that Severny area as well, if you want to check in on that map side. It looks like they're just kind of looting up over here along this edge, but they are right in the compounds together. Let's go. Looks like straight out of Nepal. They're in a fight too. Are they over here in Milta? Yes, they are. And it must have been with Team 15 Prime Esports. Let's head up over here to Severny. Oh, it looks like Absolute Pain already got on there. Oh, our fight's already started over here, so let's get out of this and see what's happening. Looks like Team Control Star doing alright, but we've got a couple of them knocked over here. It looks like 11 for almost there. So now we got G9 coming up and around. G9 Wiz down to 1 HP. Wiz trying to get that heal off. G9 also trying to get that heal off as Team Control Star are pushing right up and in. G9 trying to do the drop shot down onto Team Control Star as Yushen right on that outside. Yushen finding almost their Wiz. So now almost G9 almost there, down to a solo player, and now they are pushing up these steps. They are right down below. Let's see what's going on as they come pushing right up and in, and got those nades, the pre-nades coming down and in, trying to, oh, look at that. He's got that angle just when you think that they might be coming up those stairs, and here they come right up and in. Oh, Team Control Star. So we did lose Skittles, but we do have 4 eliminations. So now let's see what's going on over in, I think, straight out of Nepal and Prime Esports separated out. We do have them getting a little closer over here in Yasnaya. So let's get over to Yasnaya, because I do see that Team 5, the Pahadi Demons, are starting to push up onto Just for Fun. Where is my hero? Trick is way over on this edge, and he's up front, in front of these, you know, and he's getting the idea of where they are. We all know that they are up on that roof already. Hello, Yogi. And what's May doing over here? May trying to get those peaks. Kelita, I want to see Control win match 1. Ooh, so let's check in on what Control is doing. It looks like they're getting set up on Mount Everest, Kelita. We will check in on that soon. And right now we're just trying to... We're right over here in Yasnaya, where we down to just 2 teams now. So let's see what these teams are doing over here. The Bahati Demons and Cobra. Cobra snaking. Alright, let's check in on Hunter over here. Because Hunter does have the angles, and I think Hunter knows what's happening. I'll go ahead and put that map screen back up there, give you an idea. Because our blue zone is starting to come on in. Let me go ahead and scroll that out just a little bit. So we're going to start pushing these teams over to this western edge. Let me see what's going on. It looks like we might have another fight for Region 8 right up over here. Let's see what's going on. I did see another team coming in. It's almost there, the Academy team. Where's the Meanie so I can time her out? She might be here. I haven't talked to her much today, so. And we just got cloudy on that backside. They are paying attention to the rotation of Almost There Academy. But I think Almost There Academy are just wrapping around this beach side, staying away from that Severny area. So, let me see what's going on over here. Looks like we still have some chaos over here. Absolute Pain and the Ventru Inc. Oh, they came into the Fem team over here. Let's check in on what's going on right over here. We are down 2 players, but we should be able to get them picked back up. And so everybody's doing just fine. I don't see anybody really in their area. So now, let's go ahead and... Where do you guys want to check in on? Kelita, your boys are doing just fine. So let's see where... Let's go back to Yasnaya. Keep an eye on these 2 teams because we do have the Bahati Demons. They are getting closer. They do need to push up and in. They do have to come to the zone, but they have to come through just for fun. So you can see that our zone is a pretty good donut zone in that center area over by the South George area, south of it, along that California coastline to just wrapping around that Gacka area. I'll put this back up so you guys can see our new zone. And let's just go ahead and stay live in the screen and figure out what is happening, because just for fun they're starting to cluster up. They're starting to try to figure out just where all the Parati Demons are. Ooh, Yogi getting some damage over here, but we do have Wang getting that very first knock onto the Parati Demons, but now the Parati Demons are down to just a duo. No, all 4 of them have come back now. Almost There Academy in a fight with Equinox, and Region 8 are in a fight with Equinox. Where's that going on? It must be right over in here. Oh, they went all the way to center zone. They wrapped up and around through that coastline and came all the way down into center zone. And so now, just for fun, pushing right up and in, and I only see is that Leo. Yes, Leo over here. Are you the last one? No, we have Bahati as well. So we are down to just a duo over here for the Bahati Demons. Leo waiting for Wang to come out and around. Leo coming out. Ooh, and Leo's able to get that elimination over onto Wang, or was Trick and Wang both go down. Leo goes down. So now we are down to just Bahati. Bahati on this off angle. May is up top. Yogi is coming down to get those get those reses off. Let's see what Bahati's going to do. May from the rooftop. We did lose one, but we have 4 eliminations done. Let's head on over to center zone because we got a lot of chaos going on over here. We're at the hilltop. Oh no, Equinox getting pulled up on by 4 teams. Let's get on over here and find out what is happening with Equinox. And I think that might be it for Equinox. We should be able to pick up almost their Academy Zoran. So let's see what else. Oh, no, we do have Simple over here. Simple still has the 2 teams coming up and around. They have Region 8 Gaming coming all the way down from that Severny area, and the Golden Eagles NA. They are wrapping around. If you can see the tags coming up and around. Simple coming in. Woo! 12 gauge Simic delivered. Alright, let's see what else is happening. Cloudy now trying to stay out of the spray from the Golden Eagles NA. And we do have Shu Young over here. I think he just got another knock, and I did not see who the knock was on, but we do have a fight going up on top of that hill. So let's get up over here. We have 5 eliminations for Guzao. Look at that. Well, hello, Muhammad. Hello. Welcome. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. I'll switch over to the map in just a second. It looks like we might have Team Control Star coming right up and in, coming out of the blue from Primoris, but we do have Finial right there in front of them. We do have Just for Fun way over on that eastern side, the far east of Yasnaya. I'm not sure if they're looking for vehicles, but we'll go ahead and zoom on in onto this new zone as it's getting ready to pop. The elimination feed is quiet until I said that. Now, Straight Out Nepal is in that fight. So let's find Straight Out Nepal. Where did they go? Center zone. So let me check in. Oh, we got Wolf over here. G9 did get knocked, but we're getting him picked back up. And you can see that 7DS is up on that other compound as well. So let's see where they are. Are they in Gaka proper? Just to the south side of Gaka. So we're still right on over here, and our zone does pop. We are going up towards Mount Everest, Boatyard, and Pachinki area. We still have a little bit of Gaka in here, but we've got a few teams that need to come right up and in as well. So let's check in on what's happening. It does look like the Straight Out Nepal is getting ready to pull up, maybe on and take this fight with 7DS, but maybe wrapping around to that southern edge of the zone where it's pretty open. They're going to run into the Infinity Reapers, but we also have Prime Esports, and we also have Team 18 Finial coming right up and in as well. So you can see all that. I'll put the screen back up, give you guys a good idea of where everybody is at the moment. We still have 14 teams, and we are only in stage 3, so we have a little bit of time left. Let's get back over to Region 8, because I think Region 8 might be in a fight there, at least driving through the Ventru Fem team and the Golden Eagles NA. You saw them doing that early rotation, getting their better placement over here, but now they're coming right up and in onto the Vitality Pros. Let me find Traps right on over here. What you got going on, Traps? Oh, he's trying to get those shots over on the Cloudy coming up along that beachfront, but Traps is like, nope, not today. Let's check in on Mercury, because Mercury's over here at the church, and he sees where they're all going as they're starting to push right up and in along this western edge of the ruins. So we do have a couple teams over here. We do have Straight Out Nepal and almost their Academy. I almost said Rage Bait, and I'm like, wait a minute, Rage Bait's not in this. Alright, So let's see. It looks like we're gonna go ahead and rotate down and around, but we do have Neon. Hello, Neon. How are you? You gonna give me a 1v4 tonight, Neon? I want to see it. Straight on the paw coming up onto the church of Pachinki. So let's see what's going on over here. They're just getting into that church dip and trying to see where everybody's rotating. The backs are pretty clear, so let's go. What else is happening? We do have, it looks like we got a fight right down here. Let's find out what is happening between Team 18, Finial, coming right up and in onto Team Control Star. Team Control Star, I believe, are down to a duo. Let me see. Yes, they are down to a duo. We did lose Yushen along the way, but we still have 6666666. Let's see what he's gonna do coming up right into Finial. You can see that Finial are all out and about, just driving right in front of him. We'll see if he can get any of those car sprays. Vitality Pro traps. You just got knocked. Region 8 with Vitality Pro up in that area. So I think these are just some sprays trying to come on out, but let's get on over here. Let's see what's happening with hello 7DS. Hello Vexy. Hello. Let's see what's going on over here, because we also have Team 19 coming up and in the Ventru Inc. So and let me check in on 7DS there in my YouTube. So let's see what's going on. Where did they come up and in? I don't see you right off the bat, but I will check in on you in just a minute. So I see you. You're over by Gecko. Alright, I will check in on you, Vexy. And so now the Vitality Pro Video Club is the solo still standing for Vitality Pro. As here comes Region 8 Gaming pushing right up and onto that church. Let's go over here and just check in on 7DS. There you go, Vexy. All 4 of them doing just fine. They are not in the blue, and they've got plenty of vehicles. They are doing just fine. Let's head on over now to Just for Fun. Just for Fun over here on the golf course. They are now in a fight with Straight out of Nepal. Let's see what Trick is doing. Trick trying to get that off angle. Oh, and straight out of the ball. But Spence flicking over onto him, and I believe that might be it. I did not see what happened to Wang. So straight on Nepal, up to 5 eliminations now. So let's go on over and check in on Insidious. I just saw an elimination over here, and I don't see it on the Infinity Reaper, so I'm not sure who they found. Maybe a solo coming in and out of there, but now they are watching the rotation of the Infinity Reapers. Look at that right there in front of them. Bush trying to get out of there, wrapping down and around. So KC almost there, I believe. Straight on Nepal just finished off the Almost There Academy, and now Hooks is coming right up and in onto 7DS. 7DS in my chat on my screen, getting pulled up on now by Insidious as we speak. So let's see. Let's check in on what is happening over in this cluster. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nicole. So Gazao. So let's see what's happening right on over here as he comes up the C-swap, but he's still not able to get out of that with Finial. Is Finial right there in front of him? Finial taking those jump shots right in front. And so now we are still, ooh, is this going to be a 1v4? He is right here. He's got that S12 right in front of him. And squad wipe caught on stream. GG's. There it is, guys. Your first squad wipe of tonight. So now Region 8 in a fight with Straight on Nepal. We know that this is going on over on this on the eastern side. Let's see if I can find where Region 8 is. Come on, click. There we go. And oh, the Infinity Reapers as well. So Straight on Nepal still coming up and in up to 9 eliminations, but now we are down to just G9, and we still have Team 21 Red Steel coming up and behind him. Candy Joe. We know that Candy Joe is a fragger. Candy Joe doesn't miss many shots, so let's see if they know that G9 is over there. They do need to rotate up. You could, oh, I think Candy knows that G9 is right there. Look at this. Candy Joe trying to find G9 across the way over onto the golf course. G9 trying to get over to that buggy vehicle. So G9, keep your head down. There they are. Let's see. Oh, G9's going to be able to wrap. Oh, is he going to be able to wrap, guys? That's my question. Can he get on out of there? Candy Joe's going to go ahead and head to zone because the zone is collapsing. We are starting to crush these teams in really close. We are down to the top 8. Let me scroll this in just a little bit so you guys can see what is happening. It looks like Ashley right on over here coming up into the compound, and we've got a team in here already. You can see we have Insidious not too far away, as well as 7DS. Ashley taking those shots over onto 7DS. Let me get 7DS over onto the screen, and I did not catch 7DS. There we go. Right on here. Nade getting one of those eliminations, but Nade is watching Insidious. Insidious is trying to come up that hilltop, but now everybody has to rotate out of this hilltop compound, and we are surrounded. You can see that we've got Straight on Nepal, Region 8, Insidious. They are all on the outside of the 7DS house. So let's see if Straight on Nepal, G9 coming up right behind Region 8, and he does see one of them from Region 8, but we've got Nish up on top of that hilltop. So now can 32 Nish Nash taking a bath. I have no idea what this name is, but he's gonna try to find out where G9 is, and G9 gets found by Region 8. Salty, I chose the wrong one. Salty coming up onto this hilltop is able to get those views, and we are down to the top 5 teams now. We'll go ahead and put that map back up there because this may be the last time we can see the map to see where your teams are. We are down to the top 5 teams now. Region 8 gaming up to 11 eliminations, and 7DS are trying to come right up and into the zone. Slayer right on this edge. And now we got Paradox. Paradox still trying to hold off the push from Region 8. Trying to come right up and in. Region 8 on that edge. The nades are going off all over the place. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a sky view of the zone for you guys while Paradox tries to stop Region 8 from coming up and in. So let's go ahead and scroll it around. We even have the Golden Fiat, or Golden Eagles NA. Sorry guys, they are still in it. Let me go ahead and do the live stream so that the iPad, so you guys can get an idea where they are. We are all wrapped in around these little 1 stacks just to the southeast of Mount Everest. So we got a duo for Region 8. We've got a solo Paradox over here for 7DS. Small man coming right up and in onto the Ventru Inc. them teams. So let's go ahead and small man going out. We are down to the top 3 teams. So we'll go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. And Paradox is trying to crawl up and in to the zone as Region 8 are getting ready to push right up and in. Salty coming in onto this side, throwing those nades into the Ventru Inc. Fem team. But he knows that he's got Paradox coming up from behind him as well. Salty throwing those smokes, trying to keep 7DS sightlines from off of him. And ooh, 32 is able to find him. Region 8 gaming up to 13 eliminations, and we are down to the final 2 teams. So let me see. We've got the 1v4. There it goes. We've got 1v4. Vino, I'm not sure what your name is. HTTPS versus Salty over here. They both have a 6 eliminations. So let's see if these are the 2 that will be facing off, because we're down to the final 2 teams. It's a 2v2, and we are just a barn away from each other. A little garage. Look at this. He's trying to find Salty. Salty is waiting it out, trying to figure out what the play is going to be as Vino comes right up and in. So now we got the sticky bombs going off as Vino is trying to throw the nade over towards Salty. Salty is just waiting him out. Look at that. Salty looking for those helmets. Right in that edge, that nade coming out in the end. Salty able to get some really big damage over onto Cairo. So now let's see what else is happening. We got Molly's coming up and in towards 32, and Salty is able to find Cairo. So now it is coming right up and in there. You have it. Coming in first, Region 8 Gaming, 15 eliminations, 10 placement points, 25 total points for Region 8 Gaming in the very first match of 5 tonight. Coming in second with 13 eliminations, our Ventru Inc. Fem team. GG's coming in third with 7DS with 3 eliminations. GG Tap 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. Region 8, Salty. He got the 2 eliminations at the end. He did have 6. GG Salty clutch. 8 eliminations, 660 damage. We'll be jumping with Salty when we come right back. Kaylita, the beautiful host tonight, and Lexi doing scores for us. I will be right back. In the nade shack, all 3 of them in that nade shack. Does he have a nade? He's got a molly. This could be devastating for Vitality Bro. If he remembers that he's got that molly, he's gonna get it right there in that shack. Here it comes, guys. Oh, it is a little late because they are up on their feet and getting right on out. Look at that, Blaze on fire. Blaze named correctly, the Burning Blaze. No, and he ran out of ammo. He ran out of ammo. If he would have got that molly up in there just a little faster, I think that could have changed things quite a bit. But GG's, 6666. We know that he is really locked in there. So now let's get on over to the Extremes. Leos. Now, it looks like we got 2 of them knocked for the Extreme Slayers. I do think they're going to be able to get the players back up onto their feet. So, let's check in on this is Eternal Esport. I'm not double clicking, but it won't go off. Alright, and we did have 3 teams over here, so I also see right on over here. Trying to get the, oh, he had two of them knocked to team control now, going out over here. So let's see what we can check in on over here. The Extreme Slayers, RF12. I'm not sure who this is, guys, but RF12 up to 3 eliminations, and he still has another team coming up and in here. So we do have a trio. Are they a trio or are they a squad? No, they are a full squad for Eternal Esports, pushing right up and in. But RF12 does need to find some first aid. He's got 6 band-aids to his name, and our zone is still way over on the edge, and it does look like we might have a fight over by El Pozo. We do have Boss Esports not too far away from to be announced. While we have just a second, I want you to look at that western side of El Pozo. You can see that to be announced, they are paying attention to Boss Esports. So Boss Esports, maybe some chicken nuggets right on over here. I think G-Muck was keeping an eye on where they were. Let's check in on G-Muck really quick, find out if he is strolling right along beside him. There we go, we caught up. Don't know why that stuck so long. Alright, we also have some chaos going on with the Panthers and Scenaria right over here in San Martin, and it doesn't look like either one of these teams have an elimination. We got some hurt players with we got a player without a helmet on in the screen right now as we speak. So now let me scroll on out, see what else is happening. Does look like maybe the Boba lovers came right up and over here. Let's see if we're in a fight in Impala, because we do have VP right here with the Boba lovers. So let's go. Just when I said that, I saw, oh, there we go. Gotta fight the Extreme Slayers. Let's see. Let's go back on over to Monte Nuevo, because we did get a knock over onto Eternal. So let's see. Are they going to push up and in? Winter throwing that nade up and through. But we did lose BM922. Ooh, they came right up and in. Look at that. Shadow trying to get out of there with the truck, and he does get in trouble for that. He does get punished. And now we do have Act in the back trying to hold on, trying to get that cross angle over onto the Extreme Slayers to keep him off the rest of his team. The rest of his team are trying to get Soul picked back up as we speak as well. And Act knows that they're coming. He's going to go ahead and reposition, but so is Winter. Winter is over there trying to get some eyes on him. So now they see each other. They know where they are. They know that they are all rotating the same way. And they are in the blue now. So they do have to get on out of there and into... What did I just see? Oh, look at this. We do have... Look at this. We got to be announced. They moved away. They moved away from Boss Esports, headed up and over here towards the power grid, and they do run into the teams coming out of San Martin, and our zone is getting further and further. So let me get that map screen up there, give you guys an idea of what's happening. We'll go back over to Monte Nuevo, because I thought I just saw another knock. Not yet. So I'll go ahead and keep that map screen up there for just a minute longer so you guys can keep an eye on your teams. We still have 16 teams in this, but they are starting to pay attention to the zone. They're starting to rotate. Things are starting to move now. They're kind of a little faster on their feet. They're kind of slow today. I'll see you soon, Green. Stay safe, blessed, wish the best. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Bye, Mohammed. Hello, Tom Jerry. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you guys could remember to hit the like, it really helps me out. Alright, so let's see. We do have the golden fire right over here with Equinox and almost there. I think that is almost there. Yes, the main team. So almost there up on that ridge line. Slaughter trying to stay out of that and fly like a duck. Fly like a duck does get a knock over onto the golden fire. And so let's see. It looks like they're getting ready to go ahead and push up and in. Tom Jerry. Is there anybody you want to check in on, Tom Jerry? Alright, so let's see. The golden fire, they're going to come up onto this ridge line, but it does look like the golden fire is going to go ahead and get on out of there. Look at this. There they go. Trying to get around that ridge line. They use that ridge line perfectly to get on out of there. And I don't remember which one was knocked, but all four of them are back up under their feet now. So now let's go ahead and the silence and the Panthers. The Panthers coming right up. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Region 8 Gaming, 25 total points at Winner Chicken Dinner. Then True Inc., the Fem Team, 19 straight out of Nepal at 12. There are your scores going into match number 2 of the North America's Best Stars. This is week 5 for the winter finals. I'll go ahead and show you that. At the moment, we are still loading them in. I know you can't see it very well. Let me show you on the iPad. So we are just about packed and ready, getting ready to start. So I'll leave these scores up there until we start. There we go. Shout out to Lexi for putting the codes up, and let's go. We are headed into match number 2. Just like that. This time we're going to be jumping with Region 8 Salty. 8 eliminations, 660 damage. There it is. I think I said 660 damage with 8 eliminations, but I don't know what I said. Alright, let me find Region 8 Salty. And he's on that one. There we go. And Region 8 Salty on this one. There we go. Alright, so here we go, guys. Match number 2 of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll catch my fingers. Up in smoke. All I can say is well done, young lady. Much respect. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We are coming in from that northwest edge. We're coming down through Crater Fields, Power Grid, Picado, into the western industrial edge of Leones through the southern Leones farms and dumping off at the edge of the water. So I think the AFKs will be swimming with the fishies, but they could possibly be on land. And it looks like we've got a team or two headed over towards that La Cabarilla, so let's go on in. Let me scroll on here. And it does look like we've got 7 DS headed over. Oh, everybody went past La Cabarilla. No one in La Cabarilla, but we do have Vitality Pros coming right in along with the Infinity Reapers along this corridor to try to find those vehicles. So it looks like the Infinity Reapers are pulling away, but they're headed over towards 7 DBS. So all these teams are right on top of each other. We probably have some chaos going on up there. We've got a couple of teams headed down to Monte Nuevo as we speak. I see Finial Insidious, and Team Control. This is Team Control nope, this is Team Control over here in the Monte Nuevo area. And it does look like Region 8 are flying by themselves. They should be just fine. They are down in Bartona. So we'll go ahead and head up over here because I think Vitality Pro maybe... Oh, no, Passion. I am so sorry. So now, let's see what's going to happen. They're right here with Team Control Star. And Team Control Star already getting 2 eliminations onto Vitality Pro. And the other 2 are going to be able to get on out of there. They're going to be able to get some loot because right over here they weren't able to get the loot. Let's get on over to Monte Nuevo because I think Monte Nuevo maybe our next one. Hello everyone. I do hope this day finds you all safe and well. Thank you, Up and Smoke. I hope it's the same for you. Let's check in on Finial Chris over here. And as he's coming right on down and in. There. Sorry. I'm getting pinged. You guys know I cannot talk and read at the same time. Let's check in on... Oh, the Golden Eagles are now in a fight with Prime Esports. Where was that? That was right over in here. No, it looks like they are really separated. So we'll stay here in the fight with the 3 teams in Monte Nuevo. If you guys have teams that you want to check in on, make sure you let me know. And I will jump on over to them as soon as possible. And it does look like we do have Finial on a pretty big split. They are all on different angles. We got a couple of them down here. We got one up on the hill and then one way over on the edge across the street. We got Team Control right on down in here with Insidious. And Team 16 Indecent, not Insidious, guys. Alright, let's check in on Hooks since I called them the wrong name. This is Indecent Exposure. Alright, so it's very quiet at the moment. I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there. You can see that our first zone is all the way to that central northern area. We are wrapping around Picado, all the way around the Oasis. So that's a lot of area in there. From El Pozo to El Azahar. That's our first zone, guys. I hear a lot of shots, but I don't see anybody getting knocked on the elimination feed. A little bit quiet. Let's check in on Team Control. What are you doing, Silas? Who are you keeping an eye on? It looks like he's keeping an eye on his team buddy. Also trying to find Finial Chris up on top of the Tanker Hill. And he also has Indecent coming up around the east and northeast edge of Monte Nuevo. So, alright, Green, I want to sleep now. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Have fun for your live stream days. Goodbye, chat. Sweet dreams, Mohammed. Thank you for coming to the chat. Thank you, Mohammed. Alright, let's go. Let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there. Give you guys an idea where our next team... where our next fights may be, because right now it's really quiet. I do see all the way up by Camp Militar we got 7DS. They may be getting in a fight with Team Control, and we also have a few teams right down in Leones. They need to come on out. So Hooks does get taken down. Angelinka, let's see what Angelinka is doing. Oh, he may be able to get another one from Indecent. So we did lose Hooks over here, and we saw that was by Angelinka from the Team Control over here. Don't forget that Team Control Star is all the way up at Camp Militar. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get on into this. Looks like Angelinka still keeping an eye on Indecent behind them. Oh, Angelinka does know that we got we've got the team in that brick right on over here, and I think it's Balik right here. So let's see. I do hear a lot of shots going off, and I'm not sure who or what they are doing over here. But let's see if we can find Tonioka. They are in zone, and the rest of them do have to move on. And it looks like Finial may be wrapping around to that western edge, going up towards that El Pozo. JPK with the explosive bow. That's what we were hearing, but he also has the pump shotty. So he's... I think he's wishing he could get a little more weapons. And look at that. That was a nice shot, JPK. Right up and over. Doing that jump shot into that window. Hey, Green, can I know where we have to send the screenshot for joining the giveaway? Tonight is not a giveaway night, Vazzy. I'm sorry. I'll have a giveaway tomorrow and tomorrow night. 2 streams tomorrow will have UC giveaways, but Region 8 doesn't sponsor the UC giveaways. Please still respect the Region 8. Join their server. Give them some love, but right now we are not doing the screenshot at the moment. Alright, so let's go. Does look like we're trying to get down and around. JPK trying to get those shots over onto Team 18 as they come up and around. That's Finial on that backside. Finial repositioning behind Team Control, and it looks like Uzi coming right up over here. Let's see what is happening for Uzi as he's watching Team Control right on down below him. We are still really quiet on the elimination feed. We still have 18 teams and 68 players in this. Our zone is still going to the north. You can see that we are still headed up towards the Oasis, La Cabrera area. We still have teams. We don't have any teams on this western edge. Ooh, Uzi, JBK. But we have Finial Chris across the way trying to cover for him. Oh, and he gets found by Silas. So now we're down to just Blues and S3Z. And now we are down to S3. I have no idea where I got the Z, but, you know, you got to add some zazz into it. Oh, Antonio. So now Team Control taking out Finial, and we've got all 3 of them, or all 4 of them, back up under their feet. They will be able to get to zone. So now let's see what else we're gonna see. We do have Team Control Star still up in Camp Militar. They need to come on in 7DS along that Cruz de Valle area. El Pozo has straight out in the fall. We've got Equinox coming up through the graveyard. We still have Region 8 all the way down here in Puerto Patricio. But we've got a bunch of chaos. Absolute pain coming right up and in onto Just for Fun. You can see Just for Fun is pretty separated out. Let's see what's going on with Jail over here. Jiggle trying to get those shots down into his team. And Just for Fun, Trick gets knocked on this rotation. They are coming up and around. I think Trick may have been taken out by Absolute Pain Alex. Still trying to get those shots over onto Yogi as Yogi is coming up over to the Mount Kilimanjaro farm. And I don't think he's going to get any damage over onto that. So, hello, Rad Sad. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Is this your team in here? I see. Let me see. Rad Sad, are you on this team over here? Is this your team you were telling me about earlier? You're coming right up and in now onto almost there. Almost there, Academy, right across on Radio Tower Hill of San Martin. So I saw Zoomy up there. Let me go and check in on Zoom. All I want to do is zoom. Shake it up. I think that's the next words, guys. You guys know I don't know any words to any songs. I just like getting myself copyrighted. Alright, so almost there is going to go ahead and hold on to Radio Tower Hill. Equinox is going to go ahead and keep rotating down and around. We are headed over towards all these San Martin areas to the northern side of San Martin, and so we're going to just keep right on rotating. They could end up into that Fem team up on the South Tower Hill to the west side of San Martin. Oh, I see another fight going on. We got a fight going. Fight, fight, fight. Here we go. So now we do have Prime Esports as here comes. Almost there, coming up and around to this other side. Let me check in on 11. 11, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, 11, paying attention to the team. Absolute pain right down in front of them, but I'm not sure if they're going to rotate to them or around them. So keep an eye on that. Absolute, or Prime. Prime is there. Prime Esports, guys. Prime. Opa! Let's have some flaming cheese. Let's go, Team Control. Rad, are you this Equinox or are you different Equinox? That's my question. All right, our zone is getting ready to pop. I'll go ahead and put that back up there. Give you guys an idea of where we are headed. You can see if your teams are still in here, because we've only lost the one team so far. All the rest of these teams are pretty clustered up. You can see that on this northeast side, we have the cluster of teams. So coming in like Team Control Star by El Pozo, they do not have anybody on this western edge of the zone. And Absolute Pain coming up from the south won't run into anyone either. We do have the teams over in here in center zone. We do have Indecent coming right up onto just for fun. All four of them are standing now. Indecent down to just a duo. We do have... Oh, he's coming up and in, and he finds Yogi, but on top of the hill, we also have Equinox coming in, and I saw another team, yes, Team 19, also Ventru Inc., trying to get those angles down in onto his. Ventru Inc. does find Tonioka, so now we are down to just a duo over here for Indecent. So let's see what's going on with, did we get Yogi picked back up? We lost Wang and Trick early in those rotations up and around. No? Okay. Okay, Red said. So now let's go ahead and let's check in on what is happening with Leo. Team Control now in a fight. Look at this. Team Control in a fight with Region 8. We just saw Region 8 all the way down in Puerto Aparicio. And we know that we are coming all the way to this north. I got to go from my scrims. Bye, Red said. Bye. Alright, so let's see. Team Control came all the way up over onto this ridge. So let's see what's going on with Team Control there. Right here with 7DS. And I think there was another team not too far away from all this as well. Region 8. So they all came up to this northeast side where all these teams are crushing right on in. Let's check in on 7 as Gil, find out what's happening. Gil has those sightlines right on down onto 66666, and he's trying to get those shots. The blue is coming in. We are in stage 3, so... Ooh, and now Slayer gets shot out of the cars on the rotation coming up and in. Gil and Nate are the last two still standing. As look at this, Benny Wall trying to crawl up and in through the smoke, and we got X and right across the way. So let's see if we can click over onto XN and find out what's going on with him. He does have a few sight lines, but the terrain, and Gil does have those sight lines across over onto him, as he is also hill glitching from Gil across the way. So let me go ahead and scroll on out just a little bit. It is a little bit quiet. Let me put that map up there so that you can see where your teams are. Maybe we'll be able to stay here for just a second for our next zone to go ahead. We do have Prime in a fight with Region 8. Region 8 coming right up along to the south side of the Oasis. They wrap all the way up and around from Puerto Paraiso up into the Oasis area. So they were going to come through that northern side, and cloudy going down. So it looks like Salty, we're down to just 3-1-1, trying to get down and away from Prime Esports. May run right into 7DS, and our zone is on those ridges side of the mountain of Crater Field. So there they go. They're going out to the blue zone. Let's see, is 3-1-1 gonna go ahead and take this fight with Nade right on down below him. Nade, ooh, 3-1-1, taking Nade right on out of that vehicle. And now Nade does have to push on down and in. And if you want to look at this chaos still on this northeast side, it is just incredible. So now let's go ahead and head on over to Absolute Pain, trying to come right up and in onto Team Control. And the Infinity Reapers. Nighty all the way up at the top. Let me check in on the Nighty, see what Nighty can see. And now we got Almost There Academy in the fight with the Ventru Fem team. So now we got all these fights going on. Let's see if we can catch some of these fights. Waza going down. So now let's check in on Nicole. Nicole, 1 HP, surrounded by 2 different teams on both sides, coming right up and in. Almost There Academy down to just 2. Nicole down to 1 HP, still trying to get her teammates pick back up. Cairo over here down to about half health, trying to get those angles onto Zoom, as Zoom is also coming up and along those edges. We did see a couple of those teams in those rotations going on up to a zone, so you can see that zone is really getting crushed in now. We do have 14 teams still in this, and we're headed towards the stage of Anarchy. I think Cairo may be able to get some of the teammates picked back up, but Guazo does get taken out. Cairo is the last one still standing, as Zoom is coming up and over this ridgeline. Zoom is fighting. Oh, Zoom! We are in stage 5. These teams are not going to be able to get to zone in time. They're dropping all their med kits. Look at all these players going out to the blue zone, because the blue zone is cranked in this. So we might be able, no, Ventru females getting taken out now. So we're down to 9 teams just like that. So let's go ahead and let's check in on the fight, as the Vitality Pros are coming right up on this ridge. They are right on the edge of zone. They will be getting zone pushed. The blue wave coming right on in, so they have to move out. But they're over here with Team Control Star. Team Control Star in the barn. We are all downhill. You can see that we've got Almost There right on top of us, and we had another team, but I think the other team, oh, Mercury, feeling that nade with his name on it, trying to get on out of there. And now here comes Team Control Star on that wrap around, and he goes down. So now we are down to just a solo player for Vitality Bros, as we do have another team. You can see not too far away is Region 8. We also have up on top of that hilltop the Infinity Reapers and Team Control Star just pushing right on in. They're still underneath the Infinity Reapers up at the top. We have straight on the paw. Almost there. We've got all these teams right on top of this ridgeline of the crater field. 90 just spraying them out of these vehicles as they're coming right up and in. And we've got almost there across the way as well. You can see 11 across the way on the other side as 90 is still trying to get these shots onto them. We're right on this northern edge. We have several teams just stacked right on top of each other. We also have Team 20, Absolute Pain, right on down in front of 90. 90's going to be able to stop and get that heal off ball on the other side. We've got two of them knocked for Absolute Pain, and we are going to be able to get him picked back up. But there are teams coming right up and in. Absolute Pain down along this side. Equinox trying to come up and in. And Team Control Star also trying to come on in. 90. Alex trying to get that 4-time spray right up and in on top of him. I see Lad over here. Lad just trying to keep his head down. Look at that. Absolute Pain right in front of him. Is he going to take the shot? Is he going to keep his head down? Yes, he's going to keep his head down. Salty up on that ridgeline. Does have the sight lines down on the Lad. Ooh, those nades going off. Lad is down to about 20 HP. The Solo, look in your mini map up in the upper right hand corner. He is surrounded by all these teams. He has Yushen getting chewed up. Oh, who's got you? 11 was able to get that nade right up and over on top of him. Where are you, 11? 11 still trying to get up and into zone, clearing out a lot of this side, but Absolute Pain still coming up and in. We have the Infinity Reapers driving right in front of them. Look at this. The Infinity Reapers as 11 takes those shots, and it is now 11 versus 9. And there they go. 11 ruling over the 9. So now we still have Absolute Pain coming in almost there, and Team Control still on the other side of the zone. You can see they are coming in from that western edge. Team Control JPK getting that knocked over onto Absolute Pain. And so now let's go. Absolute Pain are down to, I think, just a duo over there. And while you guys watch this for a second, I'm going to see if I can get on in there and get you a sky view of the chaos taking place on these hills right over here. Let me see. Yes, I think I can get a good shot of this. We have a mound separating these teams out. We have almost there on the eastern side, and Team Control, Absolute Pain in the fight on the western side of this ridge. The king of the hill, JPK, still coming up right behind, almost there. And we also have Absolute Pain on this backside. So now let's get on in here, find out what is going on. Is Silas is trying to get the sprays down on and Wolf from almost there is able to find him. And Wolf, look at this, almost there, up to 15 eliminations. And we do have Absolute Pain coming in as a trio over on that other side. So let's see what's going on with Absolute Pain. I feel like we're down to, yeah, we're able to pick up one of them from Absolute Pain. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get both of them picked back up. Let's go see as Wolf is pushing right up and over onto this ridgeline. And let's see if we can find out what's going to happen between these two as they're coming right up and in. Wolf goes down. Let's check in on 11. 11 coming right up and around. 11 on fire! It is, guys. Coming in first. Almost there. 18 eliminations, 10 placement points, 28 total points for this one Miramar match of the North America's Best Stars. Week 5. Coming in second, Absolute Pain with 4 eliminations, and Team Control coming in third with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 through 18. Going all out. Almost there. 11. 6 eliminations. 779 damage. We'll be jumping with almost there. 11 when we come right back. We should have some live scores for you. Shout out to Kaylita and Lexi for hosting and the scores. Joker, let's go. I-69. Yes, the Infinity Reapers. Big fan, Joker. Be right back. In onto the silence. What is happening on the Panther? Ooh, Asta. Asta was up to 3 elimination. Nightcroy getting a nade over on debris. And Sax Flick going down. So now we are down to just Cat God over here trying to get the knocks as Nightcroy. Nightcroy from the silence coming right up and in. Gets 3 eliminations over onto the Panthers. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We still have the 2 teams in Monte Nuevo. We do have Boss Esports that were all the way up on that western side of El Pozo with to be announced. They are coming in just to the north of Chumacera. What a crazy rotation that must have been. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We do have Crowns Esports up here near Made in Nepal, and they are, ooh, I think I see Vitality Pro about ready to get into a fight right on over here. Let's see what's going on with them. They are right next to, still moving under gunfire. So let's see. Let's check in on our last match. Top Fragger, check in on the shoo-shoo. Oh, Bubba Curry, no! Bubba Curry. Havoc, you big meanie. Havoc was able to find Boba Curry, and so now the Boba lovers down to just a trio trying to just move on away, and now they ran right into Team 6, or Team 7. What did you run into over here? They are chasing you down. Calicar, they're coming. Calicar as the full crate. Bobble. Alright, you can see that the SMGs are just holding off there, not pushing on down and in, but they are right on the outside of the Boba lovers. And we did have another team over here, and I'm not exactly sure where they went, but we did lose Curry. And who is out and around? That is Merritt, and now Sativa, I'm gonna guess. Alright, so I think the Boba lovers are still getting watched by the by the SMGs over here. Let me check in on the Havoc. They are right along this edge, and so now our zones are getting ready to pop. Go ahead and put this fancy screen up here so you guys get a good idea where the zone is headed. You can see that we do have the silence coming right in behind Boss. Ooh, Nightcroy. It looks like Nightcroy is on his way. Made in Nepal getting into that fight. Where's Made in Nepal? Let's get on over to Made in Nepal. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom that map in while we pay attention to Made in Nepal for just a second. I'll get that nice and lined up for us, so next time we look at it, it's a little bigger and better. So it does look like we're going to be able to get Optimist picked back up for Made in Nepal. I'll go ahead and put that back up there. Gives you a better idea of where your teams are. You can see that we do have JJKK right on over onto this side next to, this is almost their academy, right across from JJKK. So let me check in on the academy. Zoomy Zoom. Hello, Zoom. And that Dr. Bunny we all love to keep an eye on. Yes, he's keeping an eye on his 3-time scope. Alright, so let's see. What else is happening? The Extreme Slayers. The Extreme Slayers are still right over here on, I think, Team 16. Yes, it is. It is Eternal Esports, and we have Rashi trying to just keep an eye on where he is. What is Winter doing? Also driving along. These guys, the way they drive with their gyro pointing at their opponents and their car going forwards. Yeah, I run into everything and flip my vehicle. I don't know how they do it. So let's see what's happening on over here with it. Ding, 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 ding. And there goes the Eternals out to Silence Esports as Silence with the Emperado. Alright, let's see what else is happening. I see a couple teams right here. Let me see if I can scroll on in a little bit there and see what's happening with Made in Nepal. Who are you over here with? I see Team 11 over here. Almost there. I see the Extreme Slayers not too far away as well. So the Extreme Slayers, ooh, who got you? 11. So now JJKK trying to get this heel off onto Optimus. And we got 11 on the backside. And Nade's jumping right on over on this other side. And here he comes right up and in with that DBS trying to get the shots. And he does find 11. And once. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, almost there with that winner chicken dinner, 29 total points. Region 8 Gaming with the winner chicken dinners, 26. Ventru Inc. Fem Team, 24. 5 points between first and third. Let me go ahead and show you on the iPad. We are still getting the players in, so I'll go ahead and leave these scores up there and let you guys really focus in on your teams. If you have a team you want to check in on, just make sure you let me know who they are, and we will try to keep an eye on them, keep an eye on the rotations, figure out who they're getting ready to get into a fight with. And I think they're getting ready to start our third match of North America's Best Stars. This is the Winter Finals week number 5. So 2 minutes for hard start. Kaylita and Lexit bringing it in. So looks like Team 18 is in trouble. Yeah, we're missing one player from Team 18. So let's go. We should be starting. Yep, we are starting already. So let me go ahead and find our last match top fragger, who was almost there. 11, 6 eliminations, 779 damage. So we'll be jumping with almost there. 11 headed into our rondo. Let me find 11. Where is 11? There he is. 11 is in slot 11. How? What are the chances of that, guys? 11 in 11. There we go. And here he is, our last match top fragger, giving him some screen time love for going all out. And 12 seconds remaining until our rondo match. I'll do the best I can to keep up with your teams. If you have a team you want to check in on, you gotta let me know. Don't forget. And here we go, guys. Headed in with the one flight path tonight. So one flight path for Rondo. We're coming in from the top of Meiran, going all the way down to Rinjing. So we're just on that very southeast edge of Rondo. We'll see where these players want to go and see who's going to be jumping off towards that beginning flight path. Looks like we got several players off. I was getting ready to say it doesn't look like we got many off, but then all of a sudden they all jumped. We do have a couple of players headed towards the same one. It does look like the Pahadi Demons have gone ahead and flown on past, but we do have Meiran. If you look at the smaller screen over here, Meiran has the Infinity Reapers almost there. Academy over here with Indecent and Team 18, which are the Finial. So Finial are right on down there as well. And it looks like 11. Oh, we clicked off of 11. I'm sorry, 11. So we'll go ahead and check in on where 11 went. I'm going to go ahead and get onto this because you can see that we have several teams over here. We have 2, 4, 5 teams over here and no 11. I'll keep an eye. It looks like 11 is doing just fine, guys. They're all the way down on the oil tanker area, so they're doing fine in our zone. Oh, it's a small esports zone for this very first zone. So let me go ahead and show that to you. As we do have Uzi coming right up and in for Finial. Let me put that map screen up there so you guys can see where your zone is. Look at how small the very first zone is. That's an esports zone, guys. So we'll have to keep an eye on where these teams go ahead and rotate on out. Let me check in on the Infinity Reapers. We got 999. Oh, 666 taking out 999. Oh, what are the chances of all these numbers? A low 90. Let's get back over to the fight happening over in here. So let's see, where is Team Control? Team Control Star across the way. So Team Control Star was able to get a couple of those eliminations. We're up to 2 eliminations. And 66666, the Academy team. Let's see what's going on with Rish. Rish is coming out and around, trying to get those shots over onto Finial. So now Finial down to just a solo player is almost there. The Academy team are trying to pull right up and in onto the final player. All Finial, all 3 of them coming right up and in onto. Oh, he's still coming out and around that corner. He is able to get him taken down and out. Zoran hopping out and through, and now there goes Finial out. So now almost there, trying to get those the Academy team trying to get that res off. Does get the res off. Nahan, what are you doing over here? Looks like Nahan does have Team Control Star still over on top of him with almost there Academy. Let me check in on Yushen. So at the moment we're quiet, so let me go ahead and scroll on out and see where our other fights are going on over at the Neox factory. The Pahadi Demons right here on top of Region 8 Gaming is over here. We got Prime Esports. We have Vitality Pros over on the other side. We have Equinox over here. I see Salty down there. Let's check in on what's happening over here. Shu Young is along this bridge line, taking those shots over at the Pahadi Demons as the Pahadi Demons are coming up through the Golden Eagles NA and straight out of Nepal. No, Shoo. So Mind over on this other side, way far away, but he does have 7DS coming up and around behind him. Let's get back over here to the action and find out what is happening as Prime is getting coming. Oh, the fight is happening over in Meiran now between straight on Almost there, Academy, but here comes straight on the Paul coming right up and in onto this NABS factory. We do have Equinox over here still. We still have Region 8 over here. Region 8 Gaming and Prime Esports. Let's check in on Prime Esports. Equinox is up on top of that roof. Let's see what's happening as Equinox is still coming right underneath. Region 8 Salty has been knocked. We still have Team 15 over here as well. Prime Esports and the Equinox are pushing right up and in onto Prime Esports. Let's see what's going on over here. Looks like we do have Sweet in the fight right over here. I clicked on the wrong one. And so Equinox coming through, able to clear out most of this NABS factory. Equinox is up 2 eliminations, so you know it was a disaster over there. 11 getting taken down. 4 almost there. So now let's see what is happening over in zone, you ask. We got Just for Fun in a fight with absolute pain. I see Trick right over in that ridge. Oh, Trick trying to get those shots right on down onto Jiggle. Jiggle trying to get out of Trick's spray. Trick trying to make sure that nobody comes right up and in on top of him. And Wang going across the way into the... going across to try to get that off angle up on top of it. Almost there. The Academy team in a fight with the Infinity Reapers. Woo! So much chaos in Rondo. So we do have another fight going on. Let's see what's happening over here with straight out of Nepal. Straight out of Nepal on top of almost there. You can see 11 right down in that compound. Straight out of Nepal. I think they're getting ready to push right up and in G9. Or 69. Trying to get a little closer. 69. I'm sorry. I keep calling them G9. I'm used to G9, not 6-9. That is 11 up at the top. Let's check in on 11 since he was the last match top fragger. And I'm sorry, 11 gets found by KC. KC from straight out of Nepal. KC on this top, trying to get those angles down. But he does have Team Control coming right up behind him. Team Control. JPK, you can hear him just pulling right up and in. I could see that car coming up and over. KC trying to get those shots. KC does get those smokes down, but oh, they are coming right up and around, and now KC goes down to Team Control. Wolf and 69 coming right up now, trying to get into the fight with Team Control. We do have JPK right on that backside, and 69 able to get those shots off, and we still have one from Team Control in that background. So let's see who is that. It is Nix, and Nix is taking those shots right on down on top of Wolf. Oh, and he is able to find him, and so now let's see what's going on as the Golden Eagles NA are also pushing right up and in, getting into the third party. Look at that. Golden Eagles mined from across the way, able to get that shot. So mined up to 4 eliminations. Let's go. Let me go ahead and scroll in on this map just a little bit, and then I'll put the map up there for you guys to get a better idea where your teams may be, because we still have 16 teams and 59 players, but you can see that our zone is really starting to crack in. We know that zone 3 on Rondo is when they really start getting a lot of damage. Just for fun, Trick running over one of them from absolute pain, but there, oh, Trick is in a fight like crazy. Where is that? I don't even know where it is, guys. I can't even find Trick anymore. He has moved away from where I thought he was. So now let's go ahead and get back into this and see where. There he is. I found him. So let's see if Trick is able to get his whole team back up. And look at this. All 4 of them from Just for Fun. Still in this fight with Absolute Pain. And oh, Wang gets taken down. And I think Wang is going to be able to get picked back up. But Absolute Pain is coming up and around that backside. And I think Absolute Pain is no longer on this angle. So now let's go ahead and find out what is happening right on over here with Salmon. Salmon's still coming right up over here towards that Region 8. Region 8 on the backside of this hilltop. So let's go Infinity Reapers. Yes. And let's see what's going on with 311. He can hear all the cars right on the other side as they are rotating around him. Our zone is getting ready to pop again. I'll go ahead and put this up as soon as I scroll it in for us, guys, so that we can get a better idea where everyone is. We still have 16 teams in this. All these teams were able to get their players back in. We do have a player all the way over by Jadina City. Nobody on this western edge, so the majority of your players are in this map that you can see over on the right hand side. Let's go ahead and get back into the action now as we're going to come right up and in onto the Golden Eagles NA. You can see Region 8 going right on past them towards straight out of Nepal. Straight out of Nepal is not that far away. Let me check in on what Spence is doing. Straight out of Nepal. Really racking up the eliminations. We still have 15 teams, 57 players, and they already have 10 eliminations in this. Almost there. Zoom had running over one of them from the Bahati Demons, and I'm not even sure where Zoom ended up at this point. Oh, these teams are so hard to keep track of, guys, I'm telling you. So it does look like we got Equinox coming in onto the Golden Eagles NA. Mind has been knocked, and here comes the push from the Equinox coming down from off the top of that ridge line coming up and in. You can see that Simple is right on the other side. We did have Small Man right here getting ready to throw that nade right up and over. Simple does not know he's right here behind this wall, but he can hear that nade, I'm sure. And the S12 up and ready. Small Man trying to get those jump shots up and over the top, as all of them from Equinox are now pushing right up and in onto Small Man. We're still trying to get Mind picked back up, and gonna go ahead and throw those nades. Go ahead and throw the smoke. So see if we can get across the street with the rest of them right up and behind him, because we also have to get Mind picked back up. The nades are coming in. Small Man down to about 10 HP as he's trying to get in and across this. Mind healed back up. Let me check in on Fears. Fear also has the Infinity Reapers coming up to his eastern side. And we've got almost there the Academy coming up right behind Equinox. All these teams right on top of each other right here on this northeast edge of the zone. So now let's get on over and see what's happening as we pull up behind where all of this is happening. Zoran running into the gas station. Let's see what's going on with the rest of them. Zoom down to 1 HP. I'm sorry, Zoom coming right up and in onto Equinox. Equinox is still getting pinched between all these teams. We still have the Golden Eagles right in front of them. We have almost there the Academy team, and we also have the Infinity Reapers, and now we also have Region 8 Gaming not too far away from all this as well. Nehan's trying to get those angles over onto Region 8, not too far away from, I even see straight out of Nepal across the way. Nehan getting out of that spray just in time from Cloudy across the way, doing that seat swap. Let's go back on over here, find out what's happening with all these shots. I can hear the shots going off from the Golden Eagles NA. Now, we must have missed the fight coming in, but they are up to 8 eliminations. We do have Yushen across the way. Yushen's been knocked, but look at this. 666, 4 eliminations. Taking those shots right up and in on top of Region 8 Gaming. We're going to come in and across the swamps, trying to get over towards his teammates, trying to back up his teammates. He is the last one still standing for Team Control Star. Team Control Star should be able to get these players picked back up, but we do have 666 taking some shots, and I don't think that was from now. We are still trying to catch up on this elimination feed. I feel like it may be from right across the way, but we got KC right on down. You can hear KC. He is up to 5 eliminations straight out of Nepal. Up to 11 eliminations. We just left them a moment ago, and he's already gotten another elimination. While we watch this for just a second, I'll go ahead and scroll on in to the map again. Try to get that centered up so that we can put that map screen up there. We're down to the top 12 teams. We have 39 players remaining. Our zone is getting ready to go ahead and move on in. The Infinity Reapers trying to come up and in, but so our Team Control Star right under KC. You can see that 66666 is coming up those stairs at 1 HP, and KC trying to move on out. So now Team Control Star right in front of KC. KC doubles back. You can see 666 right across. But he's trying to get KC, or trying to get 666 with this S12 up on top of these stairs, as we do also have that jump shot right up and over the top of that. KC is still up to 5 eliminations, but we have the Infinity Reapers coming in behind him, also trying to get some of those eliminations. Look at this. KC finding Yushen and XN. So KC, we still have, I think 666 is still right up there. Skittles! Oh, Skittles right on top of them. But I think the rest of straight on Nepal were able to get Skittles right then. They're up to 15 eliminations. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. See what is happening over on the Pahadi Demons. The Pahadi Demons are coming up and around on top of the Golden Eagles. NA right in front of them just for fun. Right there on the other side of this mountain from where they are. So we are still coming in. We still have 8 teams left in this run. Pahadi Demons trying to get those shots over onto... Oh, Shoo. So there goes Shoo Young from the Golden Eagles NA. The Pahadi Demons do have to push right up and in onto the Golden Eagles NA. I see Fear in Mind across the way. Let's see what's going on with Fear. Fear is the last one still standing, taking those shots over onto straight out of Nepal, with all the rest of these teams are coming up right behind him. You can see Just for Fun coming up right behind him, right next to the Pahadi Demons. Trick trying to get into this zone on top of all these teams on this western edge. We still have 5 teams left in this, and we are in stage 6. Golden Eagles NA, we got Fear right in front of them. We still have a player right down in front of Trick from Ventru Inc., the Fem team. Team Control Star across that other side. And we still have the teams that are all trying to come in. And that you can see that the Fem team is in zone. So we do have Just for Fun that needs to come down off that western edge into all of this chaos. And we also have Team Control trying to come on in. Fear does have to move up and in. You can see that Fear is just on the other side of the zone. He does have straight out of Nepal to drive on in through, but Wolf bouncing that nade right up and in onto this. So now we are down to the top 4 teams. We have Team Control, straight out of Nepal, just for fun, and the solo Guizo from the True Inc. Fem team. So let's see what's going on over here. I feel like we're down to just a solo player. It does look like Wang may be able to get these players picked back up for just for fun. Let's check in on Guizo so to see what's happening. We're down in the dip. And here comes straight out of Nepal, trying to come right up and in. We are still in zone over here. You can see on the mini map, and while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and try to get an aerial view for us just for fun trick going out, and we're down to just a solo Guizo versus all 4 of them. From straight out of the ball, Wolf goes down. Woo, that was hot. Let's go. Straight out of Nepal, coming in first with 23 eliminations, 10 placement points, 33 points for this one rondo match. Straight out of Nepal, making bank on rondo. Coming in second, the True Inc. Fem team with 2 eliminations, just for fun. Coming in third with 6 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out, straight out of Nepal. KC, 10 eliminations, 1,456 damage. We'll be jumping with straight out of Nepal KC when we come right back with our live scores and match number 4 for the North America's best scrims, or best stars. Be right back. Once again, he may be able to get Optimus picked back up and XRYZZ, whatever. you guys and your memes. Alright, so we do have the Bobo lovers over in Impala there with Crowns Esports. We've got the SMGs taken all over these hills down on the south side of the zone. And looks like Boss Esports taking their time coming on in, but Boss Esports now are going to come in. They've got to get through the Chosen first before they even get into this zone. Much bigger fan do we. Do easy. Nightcroy going down over here to be announced. And this, here we go again. I am not double clicking on this. Claus is up to 2 eliminations. It looks like Claus is gonna get some of that loot on out of there, but he still has a couple of them not too far away. If you look up in that upper right hand corner, we've got 2 of them right on down below, and it is unknown in Vegas, so they're right there. Let's see, unknown for Silent Esports. Let's see if we can check in on what Unknown is doing. Unknown has that nade primed and ready, and here comes Doobie, and now he throws the nade up and in, trying to get those shots. He's got that pump shot in there, all coming right in on top of him. Claws getting him. Vegas right out in the field. And so I think Vegas might be able to get a few more minutes of silence before he gets found. But look at this, Boss Esports. Boss Esports, no matter which way they try to go. Capybaras now right in the sight line of all of them from the SMGs. The SMGs still moving under gunfire, winning that last match, but not taking the chicken dinner. They got it all by points. Capybaras trying to get those shots right up and in. I think he got that from still moving under fire, coming right up and in. Capybaras, though. Capybaras trying to keep them from coming right up and into the shack with that S12K or SK12. S12K. There we go. I said it right the first time. Alright, we do have the Chosen right up on that ridge. Chosen coming on down and Chosen are able to find him. Noob is the last one still standing over here from Boss Esports. We have SMGs over here and the Chosen. The Chosen pushing up on the one side. Noob has the SMGs at his back. Noob goes back indoor, close that bed, and says some days it just doesn't pay to get out of bed. I feel you, Noob. I feel you. Alright, so now let's see what's going on, because we have Fear coming right up and over. Fear is the last one still standing for the SMGs. All the Chosens came right up. While we watch that, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in because our zone is getting ready to pop. We have almost a perfect donut zone. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you right now while we have time, because we are in the stage of anarchy. We are in stage 5 with 11 teams. We all know what that means. We are not about to have 11 teams. So we got 1 minute 26 seconds remaining of the stage of anarchy. Alright, let's go ahead and find some other team to pick on. And to be announced, coming into the zone over here on this western side. Oh, there goes Vegas, the last one still standing for the silence. But we got Made in Nepal to our north, and to our south we have not only the Chosen but the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire also coming right up and in. Claw's hot tonight, up to 4 eliminations. And of course he took the ghillie suit. Because that's what Claus does. He likes the ghillie suit. Alright, the Golden Fire Slaughter does seem like he's getting some of those eliminations, or at least the knocks. Let's see what's happening over here with Team 12. Equinox trying to come in right next to the Chosen. So let's get on over to the Chosen and find out what's happening, because I only see player 1 and now I see player 0 for the Chosen. So now let's go on, see what's happening with Equinox. There we go. Fly like a duck. Just not flying that far. Let's check in on Simple. Simple, all of them are either rezzing or getting res. So we do have Valak pushing right up and in through the smoke. I just saw him on that backside. Let's see what's going on with Valak. It does look like they are moving out when Team 15 were coming right up and in. And this guy who's going to get me into trouble yet for the Golden Fire over here, trying to get those shots down. Oh, below us, Calicar, you are up to 4 eliminations. Show me something, Calicar. Boom, there goes another nade. And it is just now up to Calicar. He's the last one still standing. He may be able to get across to Merritt to get Merritt picked back up, but he is being watched by Team 15. The Golden Fire, even when he's trying to throw the smoke, he is just getting sprayed down. And look at the mini map up in his screen. They are completely all around him. I'm not sure if he's even going to be able to get across to head this. So we're down to 6 teams. We're stage 6. Look at Calgar. Oh, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Look at that. Oh, there's a wall. He made it across, but now he came across the street and out of zone. So he's no longer in the play zone. He's going to have to go back across the street. But hopefully he'll come back as a duo. Looks like almost there. Thinking about pushing right up and in. Let's see what's happening. We do have that kid. Let's see. Was it that kid over here that was pushing that I saw? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little more, see what's happening. along in here. We still have to be announced over here. Now it looks like Made in Nepal trying to get those shots up and over, but they're going to go ahead and rotate further around to that northern side. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, straight out of Nepal, 47 total points with that winner chicken dinner. Ventru Inc. Femmes 32, almost there at 31. There are your scores. I'll show you. We are still loading them in, guys. We have a couple of players still missing, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave these scores up for you. I hope you guys are remembering to hit the like, guys. Hit the like for me. While you guys check in on these scores, I'm going to go ahead and drink a little more water. We are heading into tonight's final two matches of the North America's Best Stars. This is Winter Finals Week 5. So we're already 5 weeks into these finals. Whoo, they've been so sweaty every single week. We still have a Miramar and one more Erangel to round out the finish of Week 5. Looks like they're saying this is it. Last call, Carlita, ready to hit that start. I'll show you. Ooh, she hit that start. So this time we're going to be jumping with straight out of Nepal. KC, 10 eliminations, 1,456 damage. So let's get into this match and find KC for straight out of Nepal in slot 9. There he is, guys. And let me get him on my screen over here. The last match, top fragger, 10 eliminations. KC on fire. So we'll give him a little bit of screen time and love. We have 575 seconds to go until our next match. And down to 20. There it is. I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there so we can all find out where our flight path is and where our teams are landing this match. So, you guys ready? Here we go. Our fourth flight path of tonight. We're coming in from that western wasteland wall just to the west of Ladrilla, going up to the north just a little bit between Power Grid and Picado, going over the top of the truck stop and landing. Any AFKs will be in that armpit area, so we'll have some chicken nuggies this map, but for now, let's just keep an eye on where our teams are going. Flight path, we do have people coming off already. Let's see which teams. It looks like Team Control coming right on off that, and they're headed over to Monte Nuevo once again with Equinox, and the Parati Demons are going to that northern side of Monte Nuevo. Looks like we've got Absolute Pain headed down to Chumacera. I don't see anybody with Absolute Pain. We have a Vitality Pro headed down the corridor from Monte Nuevo to Las Leon, looking for those vehicles. And let's see, Picado completely empty. We do have a team over in San Martin. Those are the Ventru Inc. Femmes. So we've got teams pretty spread out this match. I do see that we have Team Control Star headed over to the Impala area with, yeah, you can see straight on Nepal right here. So let's go ahead and put this up here. We'll keep an eye, Yushan, right on KC. So we'll find out what's going to happen in just a second when these two teams hit the ground. Looks like maybe Team Control Star pulled away a little bit, headed towards that southern side of Impala. And they are on the ground now over towards the brick building, so we'll have to keep an eye. I can already hear the shots going off. Our first zone does pop. We're going from Camp Militar, Torremunda, all the way down to that northern side of Los Leon. I'll go ahead and pop that map screen up there to give you an idea of where your zone is. We do have a bit of water in it, but we're mostly up in this northeast side of the zone this time. So it looks like KC, he is hot, and you guys already know that. He just had 10 eliminations, so let's see what he's doing as he pushes up in onto Team Control Star. Ooh, Yushen's already pushing up and in. We do have a duo back in that brick building still. We have Skittles and XN, and they are a full 4-man team. I'm not exactly sure where the last one of Team Control Star landed. Let me see if I can find him. It's 666 all the way down at the warehouse buildings to the south side of Impala. So that's where everyone is. Let's see. Can XN find any eyes? Ooh, we got him up on the roof. We got 69 coming up and around to that south side. Let's go, or to the north side. This is north. So up by that mountain and mining town. Kind of quiet at the moment. Let's head over to Monte Nuevo, find out what's happening. We'll keep an eye on the elimination feed, see if Team Control Star and Straight on the Paw get into that fight. But for now, let's see what's happening as Equinox. Right when I say that, Yushan goes down to Straight out of Nepal Wolf, and we still have the push up coming over onto this side. It looks like 666 is starting to come up and around, coming in to join the fight over here. We still have KC right on the other side. We have a duo over here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. We do have everybody picked back up, but we do have Yusha no longer in this. Oh, 6'9", he can see you. So now let's see what kind of push 6'9" is doing coming up along this ridgeline. And now the fight over in Monte Nuevo has started. JPK getting one of them from Equinox knocked already. Looks like XN does have those sight lines right on down onto GR 69. So let's see, where is Yushen or XN? There we go. He knows that they're coming right up and in, but KC is now pushing up and in, and we also have almost there getting ready to come over towards this Impala area. You can see him off in that distance. We're going to stay with KC for just a minute since he was the last match top fragger. He's still coming up these stairs. He knows that Team Control Star is right on top of him, and KC is able to get that elimination, and now Skittles is getting pushed up on from 2 different angles. He's got him right in behind him, and we still have almost there. Oh, that Tommy got putting some damage onto Straight out of Nepal. So he is able to get the elimination onto one of them from Straight out of Nepal. And look at that, we lost a duo from Straight out of Nepal. Lexi OP. So now let's check in on Straight out of Nepal. We lost KC, our last match top fragger, and we lost Wolf, but G9 is 6'9" is back up onto his feet, as almost there are coming up on this ridgeline just to the eastern edge of Impala. Guys, I can't figure out north, south, east, and west right now. Let's go head over and see what's happening between Team Control and Equinox. We have Silas coming up and in. Lexus. We've got JPK already up to elimination, running around with the S12K. Golden Eagles in a fight with Finial now, so we got to keep an eye on where that is going on. We do have Simple and Sorry right on over here, as all of Team Control Star are pulling up. You can see that our blue zone is moving on in. Let me go ahead and switch this over so that we can see where our zone is moving, where our teams are. I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there. And there you guys go. So we do have Strand Up Paul still in that fight with almost there. We have Vitality Pro. It looks like they're headed over towards that Impala area because Impala is still in zone. And I do hear that Equinox is being really quiet. We just had that fight in the center zone over here with the Golden Eagles NA, and we do have a couple of teams up and around over here towards the Golden Eagles. You can see that almost there. The Academy team are not too far away from that center zone area. Let's see what else can I show you guys. We have a couple of teams up here in a fight. Look at this. Tonio and Migs, the last two still standing with Region 8 right over here in the Cruz Divide up on top of the hill with the Abbey. So we do have Region 8 on top of the hill trying to look down on top of sorry guys, sorry, I cannot read and talk at the same time. On top of Insidious, indecent guys. My brain is not working tonight, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this on purpose. I just cannot get it together tonight. So now let's see what's going on with Tonio. He knows that you're right there, and you know that he is up there as well. Let's go ahead and get back into this. We do have Region 8 trying to make sure that they don't come on in, but Absolute Pain has come over into the Monte Nuevo area. Look at that. They also want some of this. Simple is getting pushed up on for Equinox. Here they all come from Team Control. Team Control coming up. Simple trying to get the shots on the stairs. It does get a knock over on a Nixon. I think that knock from Absolute Pain from top of that hill. Oh, and there goes Simple out to Silas for Team Control. We did lose Lexus. We should be able to get Silas picked back up, but here comes the push by Absolute Pain coming right up and we still are going over to the very far east. We still have water in this zone. We're just to the south of Camp Militar, going around Cruz de Valle, minus Generalis, and to the north mining town of Impala. I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there so you guys can see it, but we want to keep an eye on this fight over here with Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain are in positions all around, and we are only in stage 2 with 15 teams remaining. JPK trying to come up onto Absolute Pain, but Alex was able from this hilltop up at the oil takers, able to get those sight lines down onto Team Control Star and get one of those eliminations. Nope, this is Team Control, guys. Team Control. Like I said, my brain lost. I lost it. Alright, so let's get on over to Silas, because Silas does have a couple of them coming up, and you can see from the mini map up above that he has 2 of them on top of him. He's right here with JPK. They may be able to get on out of there. Almost there. The Academy team is now in a fight as well. Team Control trying to get on out of there. Look at this. We got JPK behind the wheel, trying to use all the terrain as much as possible to keep Silas on the back of this buggy. And almost there in the Academy in a fight with the Golden Eagles and a Shu Young right at the top, going down and out to Zoran and the rest of them over here for the Academy team. Let's get over to the Academy team as they are coming right up and around now onto Almost There. Both of the Almost There teams right on top of each other. Zoom just seeing Almost There 11 trying to take those shots, but we also have another team coming up right behind him. Here comes Trick and the rest of them from Just for Fun. Zoran right there in front of Trick. Trick taking those shots up and over that ridge line. But Trick is on the off angle. He's got Yogi and Wang over on the top of the hill. Also trying to get those shots right on down. And look at all the teams that are clustering up and around over on this side. We also have Ventru Inc., the fat team coming up. Look at that spray from Wang. And I think Wang is able to take down almost their Zoran. We got flying cars going off that edge line. Looks like Zoom is trying to push right up and in onto Yogi from the backside. Yogi going down from the Ventru Inc. Fem team. So while we watch this for just a second, I'm going to go ahead and get this map set up for you guys so we can keep an eye on where the next zone's getting ready to pop, because we are 20 seconds away from zone 3 and we still have 3 teams over here. We've got Just for Fun, Ventru Inc., the Fem team, and Almost There Academy. So let's see what else is going on. Almost There also coming up and along this ridge line, trying to get some of the third party. You can see Almost There. All the team are coming up right behind where Wolf was keeping count of what was happening. And our zone does pop. Let me go ahead and put this map up here so you guys can see where we are all headed in. We still have Ventru right on over here trying to get those shots straight across onto the Academy team. And let's go. It looks like Zoom on that backside. We're gonna go ahead and try to smoke them out. We did lose Veno, so now we still have 32 down in the barn as well. So let's see what's going on. Or no, it's Rish. Rish is down here in the barn. So we're still trying to push up this hill, and now all of these players do have to get into that zone. They got to go up the hill, and there is a nice ridge in front of them if Rish can get up and secure the ridge. But Ventru Inc., the Fem team, is coming up and around. We got Nicole right up at the top. Nicole just got knocked. Let's see what Guazo is doing. Guazo on that C12 coming right up and in onto the Academy team. Almost there, down to just, I believe Wolf is the last one still standing. Gonna go ahead and take out Zoom, and Wolf is still pushing up and over onto that side. It is Rish, not Wolf. And there goes the Academy team. And I do think that the Almost There team has gone ahead and moved on into that El Azahar area. And let's go on over to Indecent. Indecent coming right up over here onto Region 8 Gaming. And Migs, the Migs crashing the vehicle right under Cloudy. And 311 right at the top is Cloudy is able to finish him off. So now let's go ahead and head back on over. We are headed still to El Azahar. We still have all those hills and mountains right on that top side. So now let's see what Spence is doing. I only see Spence. We do have a duo still from Straight Out Nepal, but I'm not exactly sure where 69 is. Let's check in on 69. He is right over here with him. So now what is going on with Rush? Rush right at the top of the hill for Prime Esports. We'll keep an eye on that, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in again and give you guys a better view of where your teams may be, because we still have 11 teams, 36. Let me put that map screen up there for you and center that a little better. I think you can see most of where your players may be. You can see that Bahati Demons are across the way from Rush. Rush is keeping an eye on where everyone is, and our elimination feed is really quiet at the moment. So let's see what's going on across the way with the Bahati Demons. Can they see him from the top? And yes, they can. Look at that. Hunter is right there pointing him out. And Rush is still right in his 6x scope. I see Leo not too far away, but we also paying attention to Team Control. They're not that far away. I think that may have been Leo taking those shots, and it is Team Control coming up on that western edge. So let's see what else has happened. The Parati Demons do have to come on in, but now that Rush knows that he has not only the Parati Demons across from him, but Team Control driving right on down in front of him. He's trying to get those shots over onto him, as the Parati Demons are also trying to get those shots over on him. And Ventru Inc. is coming up on the other side. I see Cairo right on the backside of the Parati Demons. Oh! The neighbor there, Cobra Guizo, up to 4 eliminations, but the only one still standing for the Ventru Inc. Fem team, still trying to hold off the push by the Parati Demons. They might be able to get the teammates picked back up. Those nades going off, but all 4 of them from the Parati Demons are pushing up and around. So let's go. That nade was really close. Is able to take Cairo out. And Guizo is now the last one still standing, down to 1 HP. As here comes all 4 of them still pushing up and around on the other side of this ridge line. You can see that Guizo was able to get that heal off, but still not able to hold off the push. We do have another fight going on right on over here. We'll switch in just a minute. Guizo trying to stay out of those shots, but the Parati Demons are able to get that elimination. Let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more and see where your team. I'll go ahead and put that map up there. Give you guys a better view of where your teams are while I go ahead and try to figure out where our next fights are going to be. They might be down in El Azahar because most of this is now down in El Azahar. You can see that we still have the ridge line to the north and to the west, but I feel like Rush still up on this ridge is getting pushed up on by Prime Esports. You can see Prime Esports off in that background. Prime Esports is able to get a knock onto one of the players over on the other side, straight on to Paul. Still that duo also still coming in. Thank you for subscribing, Thomas Gabriel. Thank you. Alright, what else is happening, guys? We still have Prime Esports coming up on that backside. Let's check in on Alex on over here. Alex trying to stay out of the spray from Prime Esports. This is absolute pain that I clicked on, guys. Absolute pain right across from Prime Esports. You can see that Rush does get found by 7DS coming up and along that side. This car disappearing in front of Alex as that nade comes up and over the top. Alex trying to throw those nades down onto Opa right on the backside of that ridge line, still trying to come up and in, and we do have that fight going off with 7DS on the other side. You can see 7DS is down in that El Azahar area, and so now Opa all the way over on the other side. Let me check in on Beniwal, see what Beniwal is doing. Beniwal was down in El Azahar trying to get those third parties up onto Absolute Pain in that fight with Prime Esports. So now let's see. Let me go ahead and put that map screen up there, give you guys an idea of what's happening. We'll go ahead and zoom in again because our zone does pop and we are going down to El Azahar. Let me center that up a little bit better for you guys. Now, let's go ahead. Absolute Pain getting ready to rotate down and into El Azahar. So, let's check in over on the Absolute Pain across the way. Trying to get those shots up and in onto almost there, up on this ridge line. And they should be able to get Wolf picked back up, but they are watching this Absolute Pain. Oh, the runover! The runover coming right up and over. Wolf trying to get those shots. It's the Absolute Pain making the tires squishes, and Oh, there goes. Almost there to Absolute Pain. And so now we do have Absolute Pain still up on top of that ridge line in Region 8. Down to just a trio coming in as a trio, but now they have the Parati Demons right to the south of them, trying to hold them off. Cloudy, seeing that helmet coming up and over that ridge line. Absolute Pain. I see the play zone taking one of them out. We're still crushing in onto El Azahar. We do have 7 teams down here in El Azahar. Let me see if I can give you a bird's eye view of what is happening and give you a better idea anyway of where most of these players are. I'll go ahead and put this iPad right on up there. There you guys go. Give you an idea. We have Region 8 over onto this eastern side. We've got Team Control down in El Azahar. All 4 of them from 7DS. We have a solo from with Prime Esports, a solo from Absolute Pain, and a solo from Straight Out Nepal on this north and western edge. So there are your teams. They are all crushing right up and in. We have 12 players, 6 teams left, and a trio for Region 8, and all 4 of them still standing from 7DS. So now let's get back into the live action, guys, and find out what's going on, because Region 8 does have to push right up and in 7DS, pretty much center zone now across the street. So now it's Slayer and let's see, Absolute Pain is in a really good position over here. Look at this on this north side. Now they have to go into Straight Out of Nepal. 6-9. They're going to be coming for you. But Benny Wall is... Ooh, I can hear those footsteps right on the outside. Let me go ahead and readjust the iPad. Give you guys a better sky view, because we still have Prime Opa coming in. We still have Absolute Pain trying to come on in. G9 or 6-9 still needs to come on in, and 32 from Region 8 still needs to come on in. Let me go ahead and go like that, give you guys a good idea where we are now. So it looks like Team Control's able to get everybody healed back up. We're down to a duo for Team Control. We still have all 4 of them still standing from 7DS, and the rest of these teams are all solos. Prime Esports, Straight Out of Nepal, Absolute Pain, and Region 8 Gaming, a duo for Team Control. So let's get back into the matches now, guys, and see what we can see as far as the fights that are going off. And 7DS, Benny Wall was able to get a knockover onto someone, but look at this. We still have Team Control still trying to come up and in. JPK down to about 5 HP, trying to get on out of there. Some nades are popping right on top of them. Look at this. You can hear the footsteps on all the sides. He is right outside in the blue. Oh, no. Gill from the top of it. And we're down to the final 3 teams. We still have Straight Out of Nepal and Absolute Pain right on the same building as the... We are down to the top 4 teams just like that. So we got two solos and a duo. Let's go ahead and put that the iPad up there, guys. Give you an idea of what's happening. I think I might even have enough screen now so that we can go ahead and do the map screen to give you guys an idea of what is happening. Nope, it's just them. Alright, so let's check in on what is happening right on down as Absolute Pain is on the backside of this building from Straight Out of Nepal. 6-9 being really quiet as 7DS are pulling right up and in. Woo! 6-9. So now we are down to just the duo versus a solo. Gil up on this sight line. Gil may be able to see what is happening as we're coming right up and in. So now it is Gil versus 6ix9ine. Gil coming right up the stairs, right behind 6ix9ine where Gil was just at. Gil was on top of this rooftop, and 6ix9ine is all the way up here now. So now it is Gil on the spot almost exactly where 6ix9ine was, and 6ix9ine does get that fresh gear. Look at that. He has fresh level 3 gear for the final 1v1 between straight out of Nepal and 7DS trying to be quiet, coming right up in the long edge. But, ooh, 6ix9ine has the famous and the 1897 pump shotty. So who's going to be, guys? Who's it going to be? Will it be 6ix9ine with 2 eliminations, or will it be Gil also with 2 eliminations? They're holding these angles, trying to make sure they... Oh! The jump shot. The jump shot got a 7DS coming in first with 8 eliminations. Straight out of Nepal coming in second with 5 eliminations, and Absolute Pain coming in third with 7 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of these scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18. Going all out. Region 8 Cloudy. 5 eliminations, 758 damage. So for tonight's final match of North America's Best Stars Winter Finals Week 5, we will be jumping with Cloudy. And I will be right back with the scores and the final match. But the chaos is still right on down here between Boba Lovers, Almost There Academy, and the Golden Player. And now Made Nepal on their northern rotation. They came right up and in and found Almost There Academy. So now they are right over in here. Let me go ahead and see if I can get a good sky view, because this is one of those sky view zones, just so that you guys can see that there is really nothing here for these final 3 teams. I'm going to go ahead and put the iPad up there. You guys get an idea of what is happening. We got Almost There Academy right on down below us, and they're trying to push up along this tiny little ridge line right across from Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal on that northern, very northern edge of the zone. And then we got 2 being announced. Claus gets knocked. So now Claus is going to get picked up by G1. Almost There Academy on this nice 1v3 split, taking over the zone. I kind of like how they're dominating the zone in this. They have the ridge lines. We've got the bunny pulling up behind the trailer. Optimus, Blaze, the last 2 still standing for to be announced and Made in Nepal. So now let's go ahead and get back into the match so that we can see the up close and personal. See what's happening with the Dr. Bunny. Let's check in on what Blaze is paying attention to. Blaze is paying attention to all 4 of them. Look at that. He is right here along this. He's got all sorts of... Ooh! Good thing we got on over there. Blaze now trying to get on out of that, but Blaze is not in it. It doesn't look like Optimus is going to be able to get Blaze, but now Blaze is out of the zone, and you can see that this zone hurts too much. Let's head on over to Optimus. I don't think Blaze is going to be able to get out of here. So now let's check in on what Optimus is doing along in here. Optimus still trying to hold off the 3-man push because Blaze is still in this, believe it or not. I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Nope, there goes Blaze. Right when I said that, Blaze goes out. So now it is just Optimus. Ooh, what a nade. What a nade by Optimus over onto Zoran. So that kid and Zoom, the last two still standing. Let me see if I can get this on the map screen. Maybe we can get that. Oh, he's pushing right up and over. Look at this. Oh, they all saw you coming. Oh, coming in first. Almost there. Academy. GG's 9 eliminations. Oh, Ghosty. Ghosty, I need you to back with that nade. And he does have that Uzi right there with him, and I'm trying to figure out who that was right there with him. And I think that might be Silas, and it looks like Calicar is gonna come up onto this roof. Ooh, that delay, Calicar, my stomach dropped for you. So now let's see what is happening with Silas. Silas trying to get on out of there. He's like, yeah, it's a little too hot for me. Let's go on over to Skittles. See what's going on with Skittles, because I see that Skittles is trying to get away from all this. And let's go. Looks like he does not have a helmet or a vest. Ooh, a level 3 vest right behind you, and a level 2 helmet. There you go. No, that was that was not a level 3 vest. Those were not level 3 vests. Alright, let's get on over. Find out what else is happening. Oop, did he get it? Oh, Skittles finding Calicar on the top of the roof right when I switched on over. Alright, so let's see what's happening over into the zone. The zone is all the way over here, and we do have the Panthers. The Panthers are in a fight. God, get back up on your feet. And let's see. Oh, they're here with the golden fire. Looks like Yushan was able to get another knock, and I think that was over onto the Boba Lovers over on the other side. So let's see what's happening. Cat God's still down, and there goes another one from Team Control. So Silence in a fight with the Almost There Academy, and now Cat God gets taken out. But let's not forget, this is Rondo, so we should be able to get him picked back up. It looks like Asta's gonna head on over, try to get on out of there, while Sexflix is gonna try to cover. I don't see where these teams are. Where are they? Did they get off on a different plane? Are they on a different map, guys? What is happening? All right. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, straight out of Nepal, 58 total points, a winner chicken dinner. Region 8 Gaming, a winner chicken dinner, 40 points, almost there. And the Ventru Inc. Fem team tied at 37, almost there, with that winner chicken dinner coming in third. And then they're saying we're getting ready to start, but they're calling people because look at this. We are missing several teams, several players, and it is start time. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these scores up here. I'm going to drink just a little more water, and I'll be right back. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you again. We are still loading them in, and we are missing several players, and we only have solos in, so they're starting to boot them on out. And there it is, the start of tonight's final match for the North America's Best Stars. Let me go ahead and put this up here. This time we are jumping with, come on, you can get up there. Region 8, Cloudy, 5 eliminations, 758 damage. So let's get on over. Get that off there for the third time. There we go. Having some click issues. Let's find Cloudy on our map. There we go. And Cloudy on our screen. There we go. Let me go ahead and put him on the big screen. He's not doing anything, but now you guys can see all the players that are in the back. We are down to 17 teams already, loading into tonight's final match of the Winter Finals, Week 5. We do have 566 seconds to go. That always makes my anxiety goes up. It's like, okay, when are we going to start? 10 seconds to tonight's final flight path. Let's see where these teams are going, where our flight path is taking them. We're coming in from that Lipovka area, just to the south of Lipovka, headed over towards that prison mansion area, going up and over the volcano to the north side of Rozhok, going over the shooting range, and we're going to be dumping off at that Zarki farm area. So if we have any AFKs in this match, they will be by that Zarki farm. We know that we get a lot of players that like to go in that North George area, so we may have some early elim points. Let me check in on what's happening over here by Lipovka. We have Golden Eagles NA with Equinox and the Infinity Reapers headed over towards Lipovka. Got a team headed down to Mansion. We got a couple of teams. We got straight on Nepal with Team Control. Which Team Control is this? If I can't catch any of them, there we go. Team Control Star headed down to that Milta area. We have 3 teams going to Yasnaya, almost there just for fun. Pahadi Demons are in Yasnaya. We have Absolute Pain with Region 8 headed up towards Severny. Let me get Cloudy back on that screen. And there we go. So let's give Cloudy some of that screen time love. We do have the Pahadi Demons not that far away. Did they come? No, they Absolute Pain. Absolute Pain went down to the garage area. And we do have 311. Ooh, our first zone. Look at that. We're going to that northeast side this time. We do have almost there the Academy team up there in that north or the Zarki area. I'm not sure if that was Zoom that was driving around to the other side. Hello, Rad Sad. Welcome back. And so now the Ventru Inc. trying to rotate down and around, and we do have Finial over here, straight on Nepal, in that fight with Team Control. And so now, Kyra going down, Nicole going down. Well, let's check in on Guizo. Guizo up on the top, trying to get those shots. He does get a shot onto S3. And now Guizo is the last one still standing as Finial. Finial also down to just a duo, and it sounds like they're getting ready to reset Finial. Oh, he's coming right up and through, right in front of Guizo. Guizo's gonna come along and get that final shot. Oh, Guizo with the bomb shotty. Are you gonna get this squad wipe, Guizo? Finish off tonight with a squad wipe. He's got one more coming up and around the backside, trying to get this shot right on through, and ooh, Z of the 3 eliminations, finishing off finishing that off. All right, so guys, let's see, where was that other fight that was going on? It is straight out of Nepal, right on down here in Milta with, ooh, 666. Are you last one? The last one still standing for Team Control Star, dropping onto Milta. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get on out of there because we got straight on Nepal. They are all the way across the street. He wants to get on out of there. The Golden Eagles with Equinox in that fight. So let's head on over to Lebovka, find out what's happening. We got Shu Young. Fear is knocked. We do have Mind Up, but we also have a player from Team 14. Team 14, the Infinity Reapers with no name. No name. He is blank right across the street. So we do have the 3 teams right down here in Lebovka. And they're right in front of Shu Young goes Fear. And we still have Equinox pushing up and around. Plus Indecent. Indecent are also here. So we have 4 teams in Lebovka. So let's see if Shu Young can get on out of that. Shoo, come on, Shoo. He might be in that sight line of Team 14, the Infinity Reapers, blank right across the way on that rooftop. So let's see if he can get that nade right up and over. Simple, you got a nade coming right on over towards you. We still have Mind in this, so we do have a duo over here for Golden Eagles NA. But let me check in on what else is happening. We still have Equinox pushing up right in behind Shu, trying to come on out in front of Equinox. Mind is the last one still standing, and Mind going out to Equinox. But guys, we still have Indecent over here, and we've also got Blank. Blank is the last one still standing for the Infinity Reapers over here in Lebovka. So now let's see what's happening as here comes Indecent pulling right up and in onto Blank in Lebovka, coming up those stairs right in front of him. Blank running right through Migs, being so quiet that Migs didn't even know that Blank was here. So now we are down to just Hooks, and Hooks is coming up and around, going to try to get on over there, try to find Blank. Oh no, as Equinox finds Leo across the way. Looks like Hooks is going to try to pick Leo up before Equinox comes across that street, but we still have Blank on that off angle. And Equinox is down to just a duo. Is Blank going to see him outside this window? And it doesn't look like Blank is going to get involved in that, as Simple as pulling right up and around, trying to find where Hooks just got that res off. He was able to get Leo picked back up. So now let's check in on Leo. Leo, all right, do you have any meds? He's using those. He's using the bandies, boys. And so now Hook's still in the position, getting sandwiched between the Infinity Reapers, Blank, and Equinox coming up on that eastern shoreline. Hooks doesn't like that, so he's just going to go ahead and lock that door. Simple right across the way, right in front of Hooks. Hooks has that DBS, but Simple and Sorry still coming right up and in through the cafe, coming into Hooks with Blank from the Infinity Reapers not too far away. You can hear that. We could also have Hooks and Leo back into the match. Leo gets taken down by Blank from the Infinity Reapers, and now Hooks getting a lot of damage over onto one of them from Equinox. He does get taken out, and Equinox, Simple is able to finish that off. Simple up to 3 eliminations, but here comes Blank. Blank is coming right up and in over towards the cafe. He's got that nade out, getting ready to nade right on in, not into the right room. That nade goes off. It was cooked well, but Equinox in the cafe itself. Oh, this nade could really hurt. Does find Sorry, and so now Simple on the other side of the cafe. That nade coming right up and through. So now Simple on the backside, still trying to come up through. So let's check in on Simple as he comes right up and in onto Blank. Ooh, the drop shot! Simple is going to be able to pick Sorry back up. So now let's go ahead and find out what is happening over here with Almost There in Region 8. Region 8 right over here to the north and to the west of that Yasnaya Bridge, the western bridge. And looks like Carnage coming right up and in onto Region 8. We got, Salty from that off angle behind the wall. They came up right on through. And so now, Salty gets found by 11. So now let's check in on 32 going down. So now we are down to just 3-11. So now 3-1-1 getting on out of there because we also had Almost There. The Academy team coming up and over on top of the Almost There team. They are all right along in this area, all in these fights. So now let's check in on what 11 is doing. 11 does have 4 eliminations. And we do have Almost There, the Academy team, right up along that area. And now, look at this here. They are all going down. I did see Region 8 and Just for Fun in a fight, and I thought they were coming right up and in. They are. They are. We got Region 8, or Just for Fun on the other side, also getting in onto the third party. And let me show you what is happening with the zone, because we are down to about half water in this zone. We are going to the north, guys. Look at this zone. We are going all the way to Severny, Yasnaya, and Stauber. Let's get back into this, find out what's going on. It's Just for Fun. It's coming right up and across. Where is Trick? Trick on the other side of the West Yasnaya Bridge. We do have soaking buggies, making sure that we get all that grease off there. Almost There and Almost There Academy up here, still in this fight. And I see another team coming up, and I believe that was Team Control coming up on top of the Academy team, up on top of the hilltop. Let's see what's going on right on over here. Here they come right up and over. It is Team Control. JPK and the rest right on over here. Almost There. The Academy team facing off with Team Control coming right in between both of the split play. So let's see. Rage Bait, Anointed, down to about 5 HP. Zorn trying to get that seat swap down onto Team Control. Team Control trying to get that 1v1, but here we got flying buggies, flying beetles. G9. Here is G9, guys. Not 6-9 this time. Far Almost There Academy throwing those smokes up, trying to keep the sightlines from JPK, but JPK is trying to pick off as many of the eliminations as he possibly can. Let's see what else is happening. JPK down to the... Silas. Silas is down to about 20 HP, still trying to get those shots over onto the Almost There Academy. Almost There Academy down to the solo player G9 right on this backside as Team Control coming up and over the top of the hill. JPK telling him what's going on. He finishes off JPK. We've got Nyx right up on top of that. He's going to try to get Zorn picked back up. What is Nyx doing up at the top of this hill? Let's see. I see Silas coming right up and over, taking those shots right on down onto where G9 is. Nyx has been knocked. We're going to go ahead and try to pick up Nyx, but we have G9 on the other side. G9 throwing those mollies, trying to push right up and over. Coming up and over. Finishing off Team Control. So now, let's see, we also have Team 5 over in this area. Team 5, the Pahadi Demons. It is just a duo now for the Almost There Academy team over here. And you can see that the Pahadi Demons are straight across from them. Let me go ahead and center in on the map over on here so that we can see that we are going all the way up to Stauber. We still have the beach zone in this, and we're down to the top 8 teams. We still have the 2 teams right on top of each other. It looks like G9 is thinking about whether or not he wants to take this fight. We do have Just for Fun in that fight with Equinox. Let's go ahead and figure out where the fight is going on. And we have Trick up on this ridge line. Let's see what Trick is doing over here. It looks like they're finishing off that team. So now let me go ahead and see what's going on. Straight on the Palm, all the way up in Stauber. We have Almost There 11, all the way to the north side of the beach. 7DS starting to come right up and in. So might be trying to get those shots from onto Yogi. I'm not sure what Yogi is doing down here. Looks like Yogi in the Witcher Tower trying to keep an eye on the rotation. And here comes Team Control Star. Oh, Yogi spraying 66666 out of that vehicle as Team Control was trying to come right up and through. And let's go. We're down to our top 7 teams. You can see that we do have 2 teams in the zone, and then the rest of the teams are right on over here. It looks like Trick is right on top of Equinox. Equinox, I think, is still a solo over here. Simple coming out of Lipovka. We saw that crazy fight. Kizra, you cannot time me out, Grandpa. 7DS tearing bonds of the enemy. You got it. Oh, looks like Trick is trying to figure out where Simple is coming up right behind him. So go ahead and keep an eye on this for just a second. But I'll let you see that we're still all wrapping right up and in. I feel like our next fight may be Almost There G9. Let's check in on what G9 sees as they are driving right in front of them in the fight with 7DS and straight on Nepal. 7DS going right up and into 7, right up into straight out of Nepal. We got 6-9, not G9, guys, and 7DS right over on this edge line. Look at that Benny Wall. Oh, Benny Wall coming right up and into KC. KC right on top of this. And now Slayer for 7DS. Look at that. Slayer may be able to get out of this break, using that terrain to try to make sure that KC does not have that open angle. G9 gets found for Almost There from the Pahadi Demons. Where's the Pahadi Demons? They are right across the way. And we are still going to the north side. We are still going all the way up to 11. 11 able to use that. So now let's check in on Anointed. Anointed, the last one still standing for the Almost There Academy team. Does have the Pahadi Demons right behind him. But now he's going to be wrapping down and around just to the south of 7DS. You can see that Nade is still on his screen with straight out of Nepal. Anointed trying to get on out of there, but we're glitching out. So now let's get on up to 7DS and find out what's happening with 7DS. Straight out of Nepal is coming in on top of them. We still have 7 teams in this because we still have Just for Fun. Just for Fun Trick right when I look does get naded out by Equinox. Equinox Simple. So let me see if I can figure out where all our teams are. I'll go ahead and put this map screen up. 7DS are having a few issues coming on in. We have almost there. We've got almost there Academy, 7DS, Pahadi Demons, straight out of Nepal, and we still have Equinox Simple coming through Yasnaya. This is stage 4. It might be able to get on out of there if they find that vehicle. We do have Yogi from Just for Fun coming right up in here as well. Let me go ahead and pull that down just a little bit. There you go. Slayer getting pulled up over here by the Pahadi Demons. All of them coming up and around on both sides of Slayer. Slayer can hear all the footsteps. Leo on that one side. Look at this. Ooh, coming right up and around. The Cobra Strike. Cobra Strike up and over that wall. Cobra is able to find him, and there goes 7DS taken down and out by the Pahadi Demons. So now let's go. We still have 6 teams in this, guys, and we are still coming down off that Bobber Hill. Let's check in on what Anointed is doing. Anointed not too far away, still trying to get those angles right across. Oh, never mind, he can twin. How can you let that happen? My poor twin. Alright, let me go ahead and our zone does switch again. We are on the south side of that road, so almost there. It does have to come down and in, straight out of Nepal, all in that zone. The rest of these teams do have to come on in. We still have Just for Fun coming up, and we also had Equinox, and I think Equinox, I'm not sure where Equinox is anymore, but Spence may be able to see where Just for Fun are coming up from the Yasnaya area. So now the Pahadi Demons are coming right up and in straight on the ball. Wolf across the way. Wolf trying to get the distraction while the rest is straight on the ball. They're trying to come right up and in, and now we are down to just Droxing. Droxing driving straight at Wolf. Gets out just in time to come up and get out of that vehicle to heal back up. And where's Pahadi? Pahadi over here gonna go ahead and throw the nade right up and over onto straight on Nepal. And straight on Nepal. Oh, Wolf on that angle. We still have 4 teams in this. We still have 4 teams, 7 players in this. Straight out of Nepal. 4 of those players. So we have 3 solos in this match. We have 1 from the Almost There Academy team, 1 from Just for Fun. I'm not sure if Yogi made it in. Yes, Yogi made it in. And we should have Almost There coming up. There is 11 also on the team. So now KC finding Yogi came right up and over that ridge. So now 11 up to 5 eliminations right across the way. Oh, Anointed gave the position away. So now here comes all of straight out of Nepal. It is Anointed versus straight out of Nepal outside of the zone, and that nade finish. There it goes. I believe it was a denial of points. Straight out of Nepal coming in first with 10 eliminations, 10 placement points. GG's coming in second. Almost There, the Academy team with 8 eliminations, and Almost There coming in third with 6 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16, and 17. Going all out straight out of Nepal. Wolf, 7 eliminations, 787 damage. So give me just a minute. Lexi, she will be getting our scores for tonight's final scores, and I will be right back. Alright, so the silence Nycroid. The last one's still standing right over here with almost there the Academy team. So let's see what's going to happen as that kid pushes up onto Nycroid. Nycroid just trying to get a little closer to the door, trying to figure out that window, trying to find them. Alright, well, you guys pay attention to that. I'm going to see if I can figure out where TBA are on this map because I cannot find them anywhere. I can't find where any of these players are. Are they already out of this? Oh, they are out. All 4 of them are out. That's why I can't find them, guys. They are out of our lobby. They are headed over towards that Miramar map. And let me go ahead and put this map up here so that now that we do have a chance, and it looks like we do have another fight going off between Lucky and the Equinox, and I'm not sure who Lucky is playing for. Chosen in a fight with almost there, the main team, and Nycroid is still trying to be quiet, and it does look like they are. Welcome back, everyone. Lexi on fire with the scores. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, straight out of Nepal with 2 winner chicken dinners, 78 total points. They really shot up the leaderboard in that rondo match. GG, straight out of Nepal. Almost there, 48. Region 8 Gaming, 44. Ventru Inc. Females, 40. Hot and sweaty matches tonight. Let me show you also the map winners. Erangel, Region 8 Gaming with 15 total points. Miramar, almost there, 18 total points. Straight out of Nepal, 23 total points. 7DS Esports, 8 total points, and straight out of Nepal, 10 total points. Those were the eliminations, guys, not the total points, because we didn't the 10 placements. So 25, 28, 33, 18, and 20. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting the Region 8 North America Best Stars. This is the NABS Winter Final, Week 5. Have a great night, everyone. Levo, hello, Levo. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.